Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this balloon and asked how you would draw it. I don't agree with the black outline around the balloon. I've drawn them one way. And I think they look pretty good. And there's two ways to do this. So I'm going to take an ellipse, and I'm not an expert in this, but if you will go down and go to Object and convert it to a curve, that bottom node, you can right click on it and turn it into a cusp. And then you're going to adjust just one at a time, and kind of give it that. Now, in my original balloon, that doesn't look very good. Maybe we'll bring it in a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit fatter. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, the way I'm going to do it first, that's not a very good looking balloon. Let's squat it down a little bit. And I didn't take the time to draw the little part of the balloon. But what I like about the first way to do it, you can turn it blue. I'm going to take away the outline. And you could get a ellipse, put it like right there, maybe angle it a little bit, fill it in with white, take away the background or the outline. But then you need to kind of blur that. So we'll go to Effects, Blur, and Gaussian Blur, and see how it blurred it up. And then you can always go and blur a little bit more and make it look like that. Now, the reason I like this way is that now we can make another balloon, and we can put it over here, and we can make it red, and your Gaussian blur is still there, and we'll just have to go to Object, Order. Well, go to Object, Order. Well, you'd think you'd bring it to the front of the page. Let's bring it out here. Oh, so maybe that isn't that big a deal. But what you can do is make a duplicate of that blur and put it there. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it would be to, let's just take away that balloon and the blur and get the mesh fill tool and set it on freehand. There's freehand and rectangle. Get freehand and then up your numbers quite a bit. And what that did, that's going to give you this. And that's maybe too many of them, but regardless. And then if you can freehand those two, you know what, I don't like that. Let's go put it over here. And then you could go white. And it kind of gives it that glow even better. And you could play around with that. We could go two this way and one down and put a little, and you could still do more with that. Now the disadvantage is you can't use it again on another color. You just have to start over. So let's just make a duplicate of this and make it red, and then it just changes that. And that blur really isn't there. But you can always go to your interactive or your mesh and you'll get that same setting. And I would do it at about the same angle if that's going to be some light coming through there. And you can make, you know, that I didn't do a very good job of that, but you can always take that one away and take that one away and change it up quite, or just back up and get your freehand tool and pick those two and blur it. So it's kind of a self-blurring. Now the strings, you know, there's nothing to the string. I actually made them white in my picture, but just take the freehand tool and go somewhere behind the balloon. And I'm going to show you why here in just a second. Because now we can take these two lines, go up to Object, Order, back a page. So now that line is behind it. You can't see it. Then you can always take your shape tool and put it closer to the bottom of the balloon. And then of course, if you take your Alt key you could select both lines, and let's make them a little darker or a little bigger. And then let's make them white. And then let's bring in a black background. Those balloons, I don't think look as good as my first one. Go object, order, back a page. Then you have you some balloons. I think my first ones came out a little bit more balloon shape. Anyway, I mean, this has some shadowing and it's got the entrance for the balloon. And I just think this looks a little better. Now, you know, you might not print on black, you know, print on blue, and then you're not going to be able to see that balloon, or print on green, you're not going to be able to see that balloon. So you'd have to pick a color that you don't have in the balloon. And then whenever you make another balloon, just put it in front or behind. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.